And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. Last time, we made it to Tadpole Pond, got an objective from Frogfucius, made it through Rose Way, made it to Rose Town, and found that this area is dealing with some problems. Today, I am not as nearly as depressed as I was the last time I was recording, so hopefully this video, the commentary is a bit solid for me. I wasn't exactly all in on this game last time I played. Mom, you'll never believe what I just saw. It was amazing, Mom. Also, you can walk around while this dialogue is happening. I just saw Gino walk into the forest. Neat, huh? Yes, dear. That's nice, dear. And isn't Gino the one who broke my lamp the other day? Oh, no. Oh, Ma, that was just, well, you know. Now, this was real. I swear, Mom. Really. It's true. I saw him outside. All right, Gaz. Let's hear it. What are you trying to get out of this time, And, unfortunately, Gaz has cried wolf one times too many. Mom, I didn't do anything. I really, truly saw Gino walking into the forest. Fortunately, as observers from beyond the fourth wall, we actually know that Gaz is telling the truth here. We saw Gino spring to life last night. Let's see if we can't track him down, see what he's up to. Sorry, not a good idea to drink Diet Cola before starting recording, let me tell you. Anyways, now that that's all been taken care of, the forest maze has been opened up to us, affectionately known as the Rawest Forest by fans of this game, and we have a ton of hidden treasure chests to collect in this area. There's a sudden dearth of them, plus another treasure secret. First one, right here, get a Caro Cola, very nice. Let's just take a look at our inventory, make sure, okay, yeah, we're not even close to full. You do have a extremely limited inventory space. Beyond the Caro Cola there, we can also find mushrooms scattered around the forest. Do be mindful of some of them. Also, Wiggler! Unfortunately, I could not get here on Wiggler Wednesday, so no going there. Couldn't coincide with the Mario Kart 8 DLC, but Wiggler's nothing too threatening. The pseudo Donkey Kongs over on the right. What are these guys called again? They hit pretty hard. Gorilla. Not the most inventive name, I'll admit. But otherwise, they're nothing too special. And both of these guys can be dealt with in the same way, while Mario do a well-timed jump onto their heads. Mallow can just whack him with the froggy stick, and we are good there. Get an Able Juice, and we reached level 6 as Mallow. We're, of course, just going to keep pumping up his magic. Mallow has learned the Psychopath skill. This weirdly named skill, what it does is that it scans the enemy and tells you what their current HP value is. And if you get the timed hit, you see what their thoughts are. Most of the thoughts are not terribly interesting and tend to be complete non sequiturs, but some of them clue you into what the weaknesses of the enemies are. I don't really care to use it, but if you want to check out some of that, you're more than welcome to. Note that some of these mushrooms are actually mushroom enemies. Oh, and actually we get the other major enemy for here. Let me see. These guys are called buzzers. As you can see, they can poison you. Mushrooms, they mostly, the Amanitas, they mostly just do weak physical attacks against you, but they can also turn you into mushrooms, fittingly enough. The buzzers are extremely weak to lightning-type attacks, so that's a good way to just take them out immediately, but they also have relatively low HP, so you should be able to take them out with physical attacks. I just felt that was a good way to spread around some damage there. Thunderbolt is such a cheap attack that it really is a lot of the time just a great way to spread damage around. We're on a level that is a multiple of 3, so we are going to give Mario a POW boost. Also here, he learns Super Jump, the upgraded jump skill. Now, Super Jump is actually potentially even stronger than Jump, beyond what his base magic power implies to you. Also, that's a pretty good amount of physical attack power we got here. Super Jump, famously, its timed hit allows you to jump on enemies in succession, each jump obviously adding more power to the attack. And after a point, with enough successive jumps, the power does grow well beyond what a normal jump attack does, but the timing window for it is ridiculously tight. Also, I just gotta review my treasure lists here. I believe there's one right here. Let me see here, I just got to, Yeah, it's right here. Sorry, some of these are a little, well hidden. There we are. So, yeah, as you can imagine, the hidden treasures are, well hidden. But yes, the timing window for Super Jump, it gets ridiculously tight. This area is filled with enemies, but we're just coming in here for another hidden chest. Let's see if we can't get a good amount of super jumps. Ooh, this guy over here, the Octolot, he's actually super rare. I forget what he can do. It's been a while since I've seen him, since I don't usually fight too many enemies here. This is actually a very bad enemy to test super jump on, but around 30 jumps or so, the power of super jump goes well beyond the regular jump's power. The problem is the timing window is ridiculously tight. After the, I believe it's 16th jump, the timing window for getting successive jumps past that is 2 frames, and of course there is the mushroom there. Let me see. Let me just take this guy out. As you can see, when you are rendered as a mushroom, you can no longer do anything. Your only recourse is just sit there, and you will regain some HP. I'm going to start defending, just to see if I can't get a turn where we can do some super jumps on this thing. After 3 turns, you will revert into human form. Alright, let's see if I can't get this. So it's a 2-frame window. This is the better enemy to do it on, because it's a stationary enemy. Its sprite always stays in the same place. Okay, it's spinning, but it's not moving up and down, so I'm not getting my timing thrown off by that. So the 2-frame window is exactly, screwed that up even more. It's exactly when Mario makes contact with the enemy. Now there is a side quest tied to doing super jumps. Let me recover myself with a flower tab here. You need to do 30 super jumps in order to get the first reward. Got the hidden chest there. And you need to do, 100 jumps all together to get the final reward for the side quest. One thing to note about the jumps when you're counting them is that the very first jump you get does not count towards the total. So that there, I would need to, you would actually need to do 31 successful button presses in order to get it all there. Alright, let's just finish this fight off. These enemies, like, their moving sprites just make it really awkward to try and actually clear that, so we're just going to leave this for now. Let me cut ahead to when this fight is over. Alright, so we got a flower for that hidden treasure chest there. Let me see if I can get through here without having to fight this buzzer. And we managed to make it. We got another hidden chest in one of these stumps. Note that all of these stumps that I'm going into lead to dead ends, but there are a couple hidden treasures that you have to get. So this one's a little bit weird. There it is. But you missed. Yeah, that's the joke hidden treasure chest of the game. Just there to troll you, but if you do want to get all the hidden chests and clear or get the complete total for that cleared, you do have to get that one, even though it is nothing altogether. Here we've got a sleeping wiggler. Trying to approach him will aggravate him and cause him to fling you out of the underground area. As you can see, though, it opened up a new path. However, once you get flung out, you want to go back in, because there's another hidden chest around here. Right behind him, get another Caracola. Very nice. Getting such a good supply of those. It is rather tragic that, while they are a full HP and FP restore on your whole party, they do not cure ailments or recover you from death. So they're not the perfect cure-all, I'm afraid. Alright, so just double-checking my treasure list here. We do got another hidden treasure chest coming up. Mostly just going to ignore these things because they're not really worth our time to fight. So let's just see if I can't get around this guy, and we can. Heading forward here. Nothing else I really want to check out. I don't believe there's any treasure here. Yeah, just enemies. So we will hop on this trampoline here and get into another leg of the forest, leading to one of the more famous parts of this forest, as well as, let me see, yes, another hidden treasure chest. This one we get a red essence. Now let's take a look at this item, because what this does is actually rather poorly explained. Let me see, where is it? The red essence can only be used in battle, and it says you won't be attacked for 3 turns during battle. What the heck does that mean? This is a very, very misleading description. You can be attacked while under the effects of the red essence, but for 3 turns while a character is under the effect of the red essence, they are immortal. They will take 0 damage from everything. Extremely powerful item. There's a couple of fights I can think of where it would be useful, but there is one fight you would primarily want to hoard these for if you plan to use them, which I probably won't. They're a pretty abusive and powerful item, but that's counterbalanced by the fact that they're extremely rare and you do not get that many of them, at least through fixed treasure gains. Anyways, we're going into the next major leg of the forest maze. Now, there is a route through this maze that will, of course, get us to the end of the forest and the next story-relevant area, but remember what the guy at the house with the staircase was telling us? We want to go left, and then we want to take another left, then we want to go straight ahead, and then in this path we want to take a right. And if we do that, we will find ourselves at a stump that takes us to an area that is loaded with goodies. So many good treasures here. We get some coins from this one, get a flower from this one, a full recovery from this one, more coins from this one, and then a frog coin from this one. Nice stuff there. Now, I believe if you did not steal that guy's treasures, I'm pretty sure that the coin chests are the flowers you would have gotten if you robbed that guy of his treasures. So, not really getting too ahead of the curve as terms of flower points there, but still, get the coins to counteract that as well. Now that we... what am I trying to say here? Anyways, now that we have... made it past that, we can start going through the maze properly. So what we want to do, and let me see here, we want to pay attention to where arrows are falling. There are two ways to figure where you can get through this maze. Following arrows, or there's Gino. We can follow him and find the correct route through the maze that way. So let's just keep an eye out. Let me see, arrow there, so we want to... Oh. Alright, so we want to go down this path, follow the arrow there. As you can see, some of these maze screens are just absolutely loaded with enemies, so it can be very frustrating to get through them. Now we can just keep tailing Gino, and hey, we made it out. 997, 998, 999, 1,000, yeah, 1,000 arrows. For cover they run, yeah. Fun this is, yes. Yeah, another 1,000 I will shoot. Oh, there's this Yoda-speaking guy over here. Mario, who is that guy? He must be the one shooting arrows at Rosetown. Hey, that guy looks like a bow. And fittingly, his name is Bowyer. Happy I am, nya. Look at their expressions. When freeze, they do. Woohoo! They're standing like statues. Nya, what practice do I need? Oh no, he's not stopping. We gotta do something. Alright, Mario, I like your plan of attack. Who do you think you are, Bruce Lee? You can't just go in there with your fists flying. Haha, good line there, Mallow. There are too many of them. We'll be creamed. I think we can take them. Oh no, someone's coming. Let's hide and see if we can learn anything. Masters of stealth. They got a camo index of 100% right now. Look at what I found, Bowyer. What? What? Disturb me, you must not. Practicing I am. More arrows must I shoot. More statues must I make. Nya. Stop! Hold it right there. You don't know what you're doing. Return that star to me. Nya? A stranger you are, and strange looking at that. Teach you we must who's in charge. Alright, looks like this guy's taking the fight right to him. Yeah? Who might you be? I serve a higher authority. That star piece belongs to everyone. You can't keep it. Nya! Angry I am. Nya! A lesson I will teach you. It looks like Bowyer is just going absolutely ham on those arrows. There's not much one for precise aim. Hey, chill out. Mario, it's dangerous out there. You're gonna help, huh? Whack that weirdo? Save the guy in blue? Me too. I'll do what I can. But from over here... Oh, come on, Mallow, don't be like that. Oh dear, it seems like we're under fire. I'm not afraid. And I'm not gonna cry. Youch! Looks like Mallow is not doing so hot in this encounter. Stop it! That's enough! Nya! Nya! Strong you are, but stronger am I. Hurt you I will. So long, nya. Part now we must. Uh-oh, he's going for the kill. Nya, nya, nya! Luckily, Mario comes in with the save. He's such a great guy like that. Thanks for the help. But who are you? Mario, you just ditched me back there. Huh? don't I know you? You look familiar. So, you're the Mario. We know about you. Knock knock, yeah. Insulted I am. And the fight begins properly. We have this mysterious fellow in blue, who of course looks a lot like the Geno doll, and likely is the Geno doll, but we are not identifying him by name yet. He has two options for attacking. Of course, he could launch normal attacks, but as you can see, he is unarmed, and in fact, he is completely unequipped. He's a bit of a glass cannon right now. Fortunately, he does have some pretty potent magic attack power, so we can use his Geno Beam attack. Gee, I wonder who this guy is. Geno. Anyways, this has a new attack command that we have yet to see. Hold Y for power. Press the Y button, hold it, and then release it when the third star appears on screen. That'll get you the full attack power. Should you hold it for too long, you will overcharge it and instead drop its attack power back down to its lowest value. Going into the rest of this attack, or this fight, we're going for a pretty simple pattern of using Geno Beams and using jumps to deal the most damage to this guy. Since the fellow in blue is completely unarmed, going with his magic attacks is the way to go. Let's check out Psychopath just for the sake of demonstrating it. It's not too terribly interesting, but let's see what we got here. When the lights combine, I believe, is when you hit... no, okay. Now 3 against 1. Not fair. Fix it I will, yeah. Shoot an arrow I shall. When the targeted hits, that button locked. So this is where the gimmick for the Bowyer fight comes in. He'll fire an arrow into the air, and when it comes down, it'll lock a button that we can use, rendering us incapable of either performing normal attacks, magic attacks, or using items. Obviously, losing access to our normal attacks, not that big a deal since we're mostly going to be focusing on magic attacks. Losing attack to items and special attacks, on the other hand, will definitely slow this fight down considerably and or make it a bit more dangerous. Nothing I'm too overly concerned about, though. I'm going to have Mallow focus on tossing out honey syrups while we have the option to freely do so that we don't have to worry too much about running out of FP at a critical moment. Not that it really matters, because we are locked out of our magic attacks for the time being. As you can see, the punch attack from the fellow in blue, much weaker than his Geno Beam at the moment, so not exactly a great situation to find ourselves in, where we can't actually utilize it. May as well use up another honey syrup there, since we are a bit low on MP anyway, and wow, for his gimmick, I meant FP. For his gimmick, he's remarkably inaccurate. But we just keep up the assault until eventually he lets us use our special attacks again. And Mallow doesn't really have anything else to do, so we'll just hit him with the froggy stick. Here comes another lock. Okay, now we're in ideal position here. You can also use some electric magic. Not too threatening if it hits Mallow. Oh, wow, that actually hit a lot harder than I was expecting it to. But naturally, it is pretty devastating against Mario, who has low magic defense, and the fellow in blue, who just has pretty bad magic defense in general, especially because he's completely unequipped. But now we can really put the pressure on Bowyer again. Let's use a mushroom on Mallow here. We got so many, may as well use them up. Otherwise, we're going to get to a point where I can just replace them, and we're going to have a bunch stinking up my inventory until I sell them. But yeah, as you can see, the man in blue, his magical defense is pretty abysmal. Honestly, I should have had him use a mushroom as well. Let's see here. Let's actually just heal up, just to err on the side of caution. It would be pretty undesirable to have anybody... There we go! That's actually something I was hoping to see. Whenever you use an item in battle, you have a chance to score a freebie. Freebies are, of course, exactly what they say on a tin, a free item that you get to replace the item that you just used. Contrary to popular belief, there is no timed hit tied to getting these. It is completely random chance whether or not you get them. The only influence that would have beyond anything else is that I believe pressing buttons does advance the game's RNG, so potentially you could just advance yourself into an RNG where you do get an item or a freebie out of that, but other than that, there is no timing for getting a freebie. Nice, that was a pretty straightforward fight. To the victor go the spoils. And wow, nice amount of coins there, good amount of experience, and a flower box. This is the final type of FP increasing item, giving you a whopping +5 FP, so very good stuff there. Same as flower tabs and flower jars, it also restores your FP to full if it is lower than the max. Thanks for the help, you really got me out of a jam. Why are you staring at me? You know I'm more than just a doll, don't you? Have you guessed the truth? I am a visitor from above, and this is a form I'm borrowing briefly. You mean, like, from the sky or something? Higher than that, I'm afraid. Do you two know anything about the Star Road? Completely in the dark, eh? Well, it's a big mess up there right now, and it concerns you, too. Let me explain. You've heard of wishing upon a shooting star? At the Star Road, your wish is transformed into a star. When it's granted, it then turns into a shooting star and falls down to Earth. So you see, the Star Road plays an integral role in granting wishes. But ever since a sword destroyed the Star Road, everything's come to a halt. No stars have been made since. The way things stand, yours is a world where wishes can't come true anymore. Disastrous. Are you saying this star is a part of your Star Way? That's Star Road, my fluffy little friend. Yes, that star is a broken piece of the Star Road. I'm here to find them all and repair the Star Road. Broken star pieces? There are 7 altogether. For peace to return, we must get rid of Smithy, find the star pieces, and repair the Star Road. Find the pieces to restore the peace, makes sense to me. I am... but it's hard to pronounce, so... call me Gino after the doll. I can live with that. I chose him because he looked the strongest out of all the dolls. Oh, geez, you just dunked on Mario there. Now grab the star, Mario. Alright, so we get another star get animation, and now we know the purpose of these stars. They are the destroyed pieces of the Star Road, then they are integral for granting the wishes of everyone on the world below. Star get. Alright, that menu is filling out quite nicely. 2/7 of the way there. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Gino, who is searching for the pieces of the Star Road, joins Mario and Mallow. Things are definitely looking up, I'll say. So now we have a full party. The amount of characters you can have in battle at any given time are 3, and Gino fills out that empty slot for us quite nicely. Oh, I heard everything. Who would have known that star was so important? I've got to inform Smithy. Man, we just got a bunch of tattletales working against us. The secret to the shooting stars has been unraveled. Find the star pieces and bring peace back to Mario's world. Ting! There we go, good stuff. Alright, so let's take a look at Gino here. So, like I said, Gino comes in completely unequipped, but of course we have some accessories, so let's just hook him up with a true form pin, just to pad out his, defenses a little bit more. Gino wears capes as his armor, which obviously we don't have any capes yet, and for his weapons, well, we can actually get one right now. Gino is a bit of a level-focused character. His base stats are fairly poor, if I'm going to be completely honest, but he has among the highest gains per level up, and augmented with ideal bonuses, he becomes pretty powerful in every category. The only thing that will always hold him back a little bit is he's a bit defensively weak, but he also has a lot of HP, so he turns out really nice by the end of the game. Definitely one of the best party members in the game. Now, if we return to Gaz's hotel, or the inn, rather, and talk to Gaz... Gino, you came back! Mommy! See, Mom? This is the Gino I was talking about. My, what a fabulous costume. Must be kind of hot for the person wearing it, though. Ah, forget it, Mom. Alright, Gino, let's play. How I wish I could. But Mario and I must leave now to find the missing star pieces. Star pieces? You mean like shooting stars? What's for? Well, how can I explain this? Alright, time for a pantomime routine. Well, Gaz, it's like this. Alright, I think I'm getting it. This is how it used to be, but now it's like... Womp. Womp. Aw, sad. Do you get it? Nope. You lost me. Aw. Well, let's just say that if things stay the way they are, your wishes will never come true. What? So you mean even if I grow up, I won't ever be strong and cool like you? No one's wishes will come true until the star pieces are found and the star road repaired. Which is why I've chosen to join these two in order to find the missing star pieces. So that's it. Well, Mario needs all the help he can get. Mario's about to throw hands with the 6-year-old. Gino, I have a lot of dreams. Please go fix the star road and make sure they all come true. That's a promise. Cool! Oh, wait a minute. Very unfortunate attempt to return to Mario's pockets. This is yours, Gino, so take it along with you. And we get the finger shot. Thanks for being a good sport, Gaz. I'll see you when I get back. Okay, we're good there. But yes, Gino gets his first weapon for free. Going to the next major area, you actually can buy this, but of course, why do that when you just get a free one? It is an extra 12 attack power, giving him a pretty cool 72 attack power. Let's just compare that to Mario right now. Mario only has an attack power of 60, so Gino hits pretty hard, and that's a consistent thing about him across the whole game. Let's talk to the mother here. Mario, how are we feeling? Need coffee. Okay, I didn't know you could say this. Yes, you look awful. Why don't you rest some more? Oh, geez, don't make me feel too good about myself. So, let me see. Let's leave. I believe once she goes back behind the counter. Hi, Mario. Staying for a nap? Sure. Don't worry. It's on the house. I mean, you were so kind to Gaz. And yes, you can rest at Rose Town for free, much like Mario's house. Very nice. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is because there's a small Easter egg here. Talk to this gentleman over here. And yes, it's Link sleeping in the bed. Once you clear out the forest maze, Link will be at the Rose Town Inn whenever you rest here. Now, for the most part, there isn't anything else to do in Rose Town, except later in the game. Keep this area in the back here in mind. You notice how this little sidewalk seems to just trail off? There's nothing here. Remember this for later. Now, after clearing the forest maze, there's actually multiple things we can do. First of which is go into this pipe vault, which is an optional area. We could also just head to Moleville, which is the next major area of the game, which I think we'll get to in the next video. Now, what I want to do is I actually want to get our 30 super jumps for the side quest. And the easiest way to do this is to go to Bandit's Way. Now, I only plan to get the 30 super jumps for a multitude of reasons. One is that it's just extremely difficult and time-consuming to get 100 super jumps. It takes a ton of practice, patience, and it's still like a 3-minute endeavor once you get it right. If you can get 30 super jumps, you can definitely get 100. It's just, it takes utmost concentration. And while there are ways to cheat it, I don't really feel like engaging in that kind of cheese. And besides, the reward you get for doing it is extremely broken, so in the interest of keeping things fair, I probably wouldn't use it anyway, but I will go over what you would get for doing that. But the reason Bandit's Way is so good for doing the super jump task is because of the enemies that you can fight here, the spikies. When you are unequipped with the jump shoes, these guys are completely immune to jump type attacks, so we can take them out we can use them as an infinite source of super jumps without losing battle, giving us a good opportunity to or a good way to just repeatedly attempt super jumps until we get what we want. Plus, they're a very small, non-moving enemy that we have good control over what part of the screen they're on. Here at the bottom right, this is probably the best part to have an enemy, because it allows you to easily see where Mario's coming from the top of the screen. Now, I'm gonna try and get 30 for this, so let me do my best to focus on this, and I'll cut ahead to when I actually get this if I keep failing. Alright, there we go. That was 36 altogether. Yeesh, I was a little out of practice with that, so it took me about 15 minutes to get that down, but it is not easy at all. Like I said, it is a 2-frame window past the 16th jump to land those, so you have to have, what is that, 2/60ths of a second reaction time in order to make that consistently. Now, like I said, once it gets past the 16th jump, that 2-frame window is consistent for every single jump afterwards. So if you can get past 30, you can definitely get up to 100, but it is by no means an easy task. It is easily the hardest thing to do in this game. Definitely the most time-consuming to get practice for it. And like I said, there's a ton of ways you can cheat it. Obviously, if you're playing on an emulator, or even on this SNES Classic, you can abuse save states. Just make a save state every time you get around 20 jumps or so. Reload if you screw up, and just keep going from there. So on and so forth. Additionally, another way you can give yourself an extra net to work with on the SNES Classic version, or any emulated version of the game that has a rewind function, is of course to use the rewind function, and just gradually rewind your gameplay after reaching certain milestones, and just slowly rewind, keep playing, adding on jumps, and eventually you'll get to 100. I've also read that a turbo controller works for getting the requisite number of super jumps. It does not lock you out of it on a frame per frame basis, so I don't know if that's true, but if you want to try a turbo controller and confirm it, by all means. I don't really have any plans to do the 100 super jumps because I don't really like cheating, and I would, if I was going to earn that, I'd do it legitimately. And even if I did earn it, I wouldn't use the super suit that you get from it because it is ridiculously broken. But that's neither here nor there. It is going to be a very, very long time before we actually get the payoff for doing this. But when we do get the payoff for doing it, it's actually going to be pretty cool, and I'll be going over that when we do get it, for both the reward we're going to be getting and the reward we could potentially get. But I've rambled on long enough. This is where we're going to leave this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, though, goodbye.